Hello, and welcome to Support for Home Educating Parents. This channel is designed for parents who are home educating or thinking about removing their children from formal education and may be feeling nervous, overwhelmed, a little isolated, or just unsure about the journey ahead. I've been there. Those sleepless nights wondering, am I enough? What if my child misses out? Will I be a good teacher? I get it. The worries feel huge. Opinions of friends and family can leave you feeling isolated and alone. Well, you're not alone. Here, I share the encouragement, tips, and stories that helped me relax and realize that home education is about guiding, not teaching. It's about nurturing your child's natural curiosity. So, let's talk about it. If you're here, you might be lying awake with questions like, am I ready for this? What if my child misses out academically or socially? How do I keep up with schoolwork, subjects, exams? I'm not a teacher. I feel unqualified and scared. These feelings aren't just normal. They're heartfelt proof of your love and commitment. But here's a little secret. You don't need to be a certified teacher, a walking encyclopedia, or even a homework wizard. You're already teaching your child every day just by guiding, loving, and living life alongside them. Think about it. You naturally teach your child how to speak, walk, share, or button their coat. You've been their main guide from day one. Home education builds on this natural role, not by turning you into a formal instructor, but by letting you follow your child's interests and support their growth. Yes, it's okay to feel nervous. Many parents do. Some even feel anxious or guilty, like they're failing before they've really started. But worry doesn't mean failure, it means you care, and that caring is the fertile ground where learning grows. Part 1. Let's look at some incredible people who changed the world, not despite, but often because of, their unconventional educations. Thomas Edison was considered difficult and slow by his teachers, mostly because he loved asking questions and experimenting more than sitting quietly. His mother pulled him from school and homeschooled him, letting him explore freely. That child's curiosity lit up the world literally, with inventions like the light bulb and phonograph. Edison said, "Genius is 1% inspiration, 99% perspiration." Henry Ford had little formal schooling, mostly helping on the farm and attending a one-room schoolhouse sporadically. He was captivated by engines and spent hours taking clocks and machines apart to see how they worked. Ford's self-driven tinkering led him to revolutionize industry with the assembly line. Frederick Douglass was born into slavery, where it was illegal to teach enslaved children to read. Undeterred, young Frederick secretly learned to read and write, driven by a burning desire for freedom. His self-education powered his rise as an influential abolitionist and orator who changed the course of history. Nelson Mandela had informal early learning at home and from community elders, including lessons in leadership and cultural heritage. This foundation shaped the compassionate, determined man who later became South Africa's first black president. Albert Einstein was a quiet, somewhat late-speaking child who considered formal schooling uninspiring. Supported by his parents, he pursued his own studies in math and science, sparking discoveries that reshaped modern physics. Abraham Lincoln had less than 2 years of formal schooling, but was an insatiable reader, teaching himself through books borrowed from neighbors. His self-education laid the groundwork for his leadership as the president best remembered for unity and emancipation. Emma Watson, balancing home and traditional school life, showed that flexible education can support both academic and creative talents, thriving as an actress and UN advocate. Benjamin Franklin left school young, but never stopped learning, teaching himself languages, science, and philosophy. He famously said, "An investment in knowledge pays the best interest." Charles Dickens, forced to leave school due to family hardship, became a literary giant proving formal education isn't the only path to brilliance. These stories reflect a simple truth. Learning is personal, flexible, and most powerful when driven by passion and curiosity. Part 2. Research shows children learn best when they initiate their own discoveries, rather than having knowledge poured into them. Play is the language of childhood learning. Through play, children develop problem-solving skills, collaboration, creativity, language, and so much more. It's not just for toddlers. Play evolves with age, becoming more complex and symbolic as children grow. Maria Montessori said, "The child has the power to educate himself," while Jean Piaget showed that children understand best when they invent their own knowledge through active exploration. John Dewey argued that education is not preparation for life. Education is life itself. Think back. You taught your child to talk through playful conversations and silly sounds, long before any formal lesson. You helped them develop gross and fine motor skills as they played with toys, climbed, stroked, or ran. This natural, playful learning forms the foundation of literacy, numeracy, and social skills. The recent research backs this up. Play-based learning improves speech, language, cognitive development, motivation, social skills, emotional resilience, and even physical health. Children develop their brains, self-regulation, and collaboration skills, all essential for lifelong learning. By trusting kids to learn at their own pace through play and exploration, they gain not just knowledge, but joy in discovery and confidence in themselves. And these days, the internet expands what natural learning looks like. Kids can explore, experiment, and connect globally with experts, museums, interactive lessons, or virtual science labs. This is personalized learning at its best. Part 3. What parents really need to know. You don't need to be a teacher, curriculum expert, or perfect planner, just a loving guide who trusts their child and is willing to learn alongside them. Your role is already essential. You're the person who knows your child best, understands their interests, and supports their curiosity. Think of it less as teaching and more as accompanying, facilitating, gently nudging, and celebrating discoveries. If the idea of teaching scares you, relax. You're already doing it by simply living life together, talking about daily things, exploring the park, cooking, reading stories, or sharing your passions. Parenting itself is one long, beautiful home education session full of life lessons. No classroom needed. Many parents worry about academics or social skills, but remember, flexibility is a strength in home education. You can tailor learning to your child's pace, interests, and unique needs. Social worries? Totally normal. But traditional school socialization isn't the only or even the best way. Forced, age-based friendships in classrooms can cause stress, bullying, and distractions from learning. At home, children make friendships naturally across ages and interests in sports clubs, arts classes, community groups, or online. These diverse social circles help children develop emotional intelligence, cooperation, and confidence in real-life relationships. Finally, be kind to yourself. Anxiety about homeschooling isn't a sign of weakness, it's part of being human. Taking care of your well-being helps your whole family thrive. So, if Edison, Douglas, Mandela, Lincoln, and many others could forge their own ways and change the world, your child can too, on their own unique path. This journey is about trust. Trusting your child, yourself, and the natural, wonderful process of learning that happens every day. If this video helped you relax and helped you back to your chosen path, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more honest support and inspiration. Thanks for watching, and remember, learning happens everywhere, every day.